Hello everybody, welcome back to another review brought to you by the Bourbon Brothers. My name is Gavin.
And my name is Jeff.
And today we're going to be reviewing Pappy Van Winkle 20-year-old Kentucky bourbon whiskey.
Yeah, this is a 20-year expression of the Pappy line. They've got 6 different whiskeys that are a craze now in the bourbon world. They're very sought after. Very fortunate to be able to get our hands on this bottle, and we're excited to let you know what we think.
Like all Pappy bourbons, this uses a wheated mash bill instead of rye, which most other bourbons are known for using. It is 90.4 proof, and it is a MSRP of around $150. A lot of places, secondary markets, you'll see that going for way more than that, but if you can find this for $150, pretty good buy.
Yeah, it's released in the fall every year. Depending on your state, it might be October, might be November or September. But it's very sought after. It's very highly allocated. There's just a small quantity available, so that drives the market to have the higher prices on it. But we're excited to let you know what we think.
All right, well, have us not waste any more time. We'll take a nose, shall we? A lot of rich flavors in here, especially for 90 proof.
Yeah, no, it's a flavorful nose. You definitely have oak. Being a 20-year, the oak is prevalent on the nose.
There's a lot of sweetness up front. that wheat sweetness, sweet spice as well. Caramel, vanilla.
Yeah, for being as old as it of an aged bourbon as it is a little sweeter than I would anticipate.
Sure. I think cutting the proof down to 90 helps with that. I feel like a lot of older bourbons, they will intentionally lower the proof. The 15-year-old Pappy Van Winkle is only, it's 107 proof, so this is substantially lower in proof.
Yeah. You also just, a little bit of the char from the barrel, being in 20 years, and just a little bit of a overall mustiness, I think, also comes through.
Definitely, very oaky. Very strong tobacco.
Yeah.
Well, hey, let's take a taste. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oak, again, just comes to the forefront.
Yeah, definitely oak. A little bit of spiciness mid-palate with some black pepper.
Yep. Still getting some of those sweet notes from the nose transitioning onto the palate. Toffee. That caramel.
Yeah, definitely getting tobaccos in there as well.
Similar to its younger brother, the 15. Still getting a little bit of that caramel popcorn and that graham cracker as well. Mm-hmm. And so it's a nice bourbon, heavy on the oak.
Yeah, with 20 years, you gotta expect a certain level of oak. When you compare it to a younger bourbon, a lot less oaky, but it is a 20-year, so you got to expect a level of oakiness and just sort of a dryness, if you will, to it.
Yeah, and that certainly gives it a character. This guy's been sitting in the wood for a long time, and it's definitely felt on the palate. As far as the finish goes, Jeff, fairly short with that sweet spice, but then again that tobacco and oak really predominant.
Yeah, that's a perfect description of the finish. It is a little briefer than you might anticipate for a 20-year, but the spice at the beginning of the finish, and then it just goes to that dry oaky tobacco. That's been prevalent pretty much throughout the taste.
Yeah, this is a great recipe here. The wheated mash bill is very nice. And for 20 years old, it's a very good bourbon. Yeah,
it's very balanced for
a
20-year. A lot of the flavors mingle well together, and
it's
not overbearingly old, if you will.
Sure, and like you mentioned earlier, sweeter than expected.
Yeah.
So it's a nice combination with the sweet and the oak. Yeah. Let's get into rating, Jeff.
Sure, and right before we get into that, we're now in our second year of doing reviews. We've liked the feedback we've got from our viewers, and we're happy and we really enjoy doing this. But as we transition to year 2, there's going to be some some minor tweaks just to the formats of the video. one thing is our rating system. Instead of doing a number scale system, we're going to move to a letter. So we're going to have letter grades from A to D with pluses to help distinguish in that range. But it just sort of simplifies things. And the main thing we want to do is answer the question: is this a bourbon you want to try? Is it something to go out and buy? Yep. And I think that rather than doing an arbitrary, is an 8.7 versus an 8.9 really that much different? Right. So I think from our standpoint, this is just sort of going to help simplify things and help answer that basic question of: should I buy this? Should I try this? Is it worthwhile? Absolutely. So let us know what you think, and make sure continue to give us feedback. We appreciate it. So for the Bourbon Brothers rating for this Pappy Van Winkle 20, Gavin, what do you?
We've talked about it, and we're going to give Pappy Van Winkle 20-year-old bourbon a B+.
Yeah, and the quality product, well-rounded.
Yep.
Glad we were able to try it, and it's definitely, I think, worth giving it a try.
Definitely a very good bourbon. Well, thanks for watching another review brought to you by the Bourbon Brothers. Make sure to check us out on Twitter. You can find those links below. Cheers.
Cheers.